So here we are, back in the kitchen at Ice with Jeremy in Bury St Edmunds. And if you want to find out more, you can go to FamilyCarers.net. You can get loads of information about what we could do for you. And we are talking comfort food. And we've gone brownies, but Crumble takes it to even a higher level, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to do a basic crumble mix. Normally you'd have to make it, put it on top of the fruit, put it in the oven. We're actually going to make a crumble mix where we're going to bake it, a bit like the mince and the sausage. We put it in the oven, we can forget about it. And when it's done, you can let it go cold, put it into a tub and keep it, and it's dried. And then if you fancy a crumble, it's also great on your breakfast. It's almost like a little bit of a granola.
Yes.
We're going to take some tinned fruits afterwards and make a crumble. And then after that, we're going to do a little bit of a spiced cheesecake that you can set and have as a cheesecake, or you can be
You've got your base as well.
Yeah. We can do a multitude of things. So you're going to roll your sleeves up for you.
I am,
cover
yeah,
yourself,
absolutely.
Cover yourself in glory.
So we've got some good old batter.
Yeah, you wash your hands as well. Remember,
hands have been washed,
important.
of course, chef. Absolutely.
So we have some butter, some sugar,
flour,
and some flour. Again, normally you would put the flour and the sugar, but because you want the sugar quite raw, because that's what we're going to use as like a little scaffold with the caramelisation when we put it in the oven to bake. So if you like to gently.
Am I doing that then?
Yeah, you're going to.
Doing that.
Imagine you've got a lot of money.
Okay, I've got a vivid imagination.
But not that good.
No.
But imagine you just rub it through your fingers. You don't want to put it too hard. You don't want to do it for too long because obviously the heat from your hands will heat the fat up and you'll get like a paste. It needs to be a bit like breadcrumbs. That's the kind of consistency you're looking for.
Okay. As for butter, did you say it was unsalted? Salted? Does it matter?
No, I mean to be honest, in pastry we tend to use salted and we add salt because obviously salt's also a bit suppressed because when you cook pastry. You get that can get that sort of burnt taste.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's got bitter notes to it, whereas salt is a bitter suppressor. It's also a good stabiliser.
I love standing next to you, but I'm just conscious that you're looking at that thinking, good grief, what is he doing?
It's almost like you're making chicken feed. Except we haven't got any chickens. Not yet.
Chicken pie.
We've cooked them in the pie.
Chickens are gone.
No chickens were harmed in the making of this. Well, they might have been by the co-op only.
Okay, so we've got a nice crumble developing, but I've got quite a bit of fat in here, quite a bit of butter.
Yeah, I think I need to get involved.
Yeah, I think you do. I'm going to go over there now and sort my hands.
And cry in the corner. So we're just working it through the crumb. You see it's been nice and light.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not having a fight with it. We're being nice and light and delicate.
Well, I was thinking back to how you were, when we were beating things earlier on. See, I was in that mode with regards to butter and cream and everything else.
We've already done the meatball.
Indeed.
So then we're just going to put that in. We're just going to blend it through. So this is going to give it a little nuttiness and a little bit more texture. Also, the oats are quite good for you. A great slow release carbohydrate.
I remember making cheesecake base back at school when they still used to teach you how to cook properly, or how to cook anyway at school. We used digestives, crunched up digestives. Do you remember ever done cheesecake that way?
Well, that is traditionally the base with a bit of butter, or did you just crush them and pack them in? Just add a little bit of butter, so yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has got some oats.
Did you write on chalkboards as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was way back when.
It was that long ago. So what we're going to do is, I like these little foil trays.
Yes.
So we're going to put some in there. You put on a normal tray, etc. And all we're going to do is we're going to put it in there. We've done quite a bit here, but you can do a whole big tray. We're just going to bake some in the tray. We're going to put it in the oven.
And that will come out. The butter will then make that firm, so it will come out.
No. So basically, we're just toasting it. So the butter and the sugars all caramelised together, just as you do with a normal crumble top, where you put it on top of your fruit. Except here is when it comes out, we can break it all up, and it's almost like a little bit like a granola, but it's super simple, super quick to do. Again, if you're doing 4 or 5 things in one to the other, you can spend a couple of hours prepping yourself, like we do in the kitchen, for the rest of the week. It just means it gives you that little time break, and hopefully as a carer you can get to do something for yourself, as opposed to being on this treadmill as it is, where you have to keep every day seems to be the same routine. At least by giving yourself some time preparing in advance, you can maybe give yourself a little afternoon nap, read, or whatever you can do. Just gives you that little bit of time.
And you're a couple of steps away from a really nice treat.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's also the recipes are really easy, the steps are really easy. Hopefully the hacks will help you with a little bit of time management. But the ultimate thing is that you're actually getting a decent feed, and you're getting something nice. And it's also, it's great for the people that you're serving, and the other people coming around, and when you've actually made it, there feels a little bit of success there as well for yourself. And we all need our egos boosted. Well, not all of us, but at the time. Okay. Why are they saying that about us on camera?
Jealousy.
Yeah.
So here we are with the crumble, and as you see, it's all broken up.
Yeah, as you see, it starts to go darker. That's where the sugars and the butter start to caramelise. You see it's in little pieces. So we've just taken it out. We've given a little shake up and a mix. That's going to go back in for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to have some fruit and we're going to have a little bit of crumble.
And we're back in the room, and we are talking crumble. We are fruiting now.
Yep. So we've just got some nice tin fruits. I said you can get them yourself and poach them, but the tin fruits are pretty good these days. We've got these from the East of England Co-op.
In pear juice, the pear hearts, and the peach slices are in grape juice.
Yeah. So what we do is you can cut these up if you want, you know, or you can leave them slightly bigger. Just a nice little finish. So as you said, we made the cheesecake. So the crumble's in there. If you want to drop it on the side. So again, we're going to use this crumble warm. You just want to drop it on there, Nick. Brilliant. So you see the crumble's nice and toasted now.
Yeah, it really is.
So you can smell it. It's got that usual biscuit butteriness.
And what you said earlier about granola, it really does have that sort of feel and smell. So
yeah, and it's just nice. So as I said, you can let this go cold, then you can put it in an airtight container, keep it in your pantry. It will last for a few weeks. You know, at least you can go back on your breakfast. If you've got some yogurt, drop it on your breakfast in the morning with some fruit, etc. And then all we're going to do is, actually, I think we've still got some of that cheesecake mix.
We have, yeah.
So I think what we'll do is, I think rather than put cream with it, we'll be a bit decadent. We're just going to put some of that cheesecake mix.
That spiced cheesecake mix.
Yeah, you put a bit of that on there. And then if we just get a bit of our crumble topping, warm, you can scatter it over. And again, if you want to toast it more, you can make it darker or lighter. So, there we go, nice little crumble.
Look at
might
this.
As well have dessert. You've had brownie, you might as well go the whole hog and have some fruit as well now.
Oh, Jeremy, that is really good with the cheesecake as well.
And to be honest, as you saw, it's a 5-minute hack to get it. And again, you can store it, you can keep it for days, you can use it for breakfast, you can bring it out. But imagine if you come in, you've got a tin of peaches, you don't just want to have a tin of peaches, just open the peaches, put the crumble over, you've got the crunchiness, you've got the softness, you've got the sweetness, you know.
Crumble, custard, cream, you don't need it, but that's absolutely perfect.
It's
It
all
really
there.
is lovely. More online, of course, Family Carers net. Jeremy, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
You can speak now.
Thanks. You can eat.
Mm.
Good.